I feel really empowered to this council. It's gonna help me in the long run to keep my head up.
Since I've been with the council, they have funded dozens of programs that have made a difference in thousands of lives of adults and children with developmental disabilities.
The best thing I like about the council meeting is how to learn to run a meeting.
I am a firm believer in people with disabilities telling others what they want, what they need, how to treat them. And I think that's what the council does, is gives them a voice.
I am empowered to work with people first.
Hi, I'm Sandra Hare. The people gathering here today are members of an innovative council dedicated to a single mission: to improve the lives of people with developmental disabilities and the families that support them. Its method? A unique process whereby members work with the community to identify the most pressing needs and then develop creative programs to address those needs. Today, we're going to get to know that council and learn about the work they are doing to improve the lives of people all across Montana. So, what are developmental disabilities and who has them? Federal law defines them as severe chronic disabilities caused by a mental or physical impairment, or a combination of the two. Typically, a developmental disability appears before age 22, is likely to continue indefinitely, requires coordinated assistance of extended duration, and results in functional limitations in 3 or more life activities that include self-care, language, mobility, self-direction, independent living, and the ability to earn a living. As to who has them, the answer is people everywhere. Chances are someone you know or live near has a developmental disability.
My name is Sean Parker from Rockford, Montana.
My name is Janet Carlson. I'm from Malta, Montana.
My name is Stone Alexander from Montana.
Clearly, people with developmental disabilities come from the same places we all come from, but they don't necessarily enjoy the same opportunities as the rest of us. Doing something about that has been the mission of the Montana Council on Developmental Disabilities for more than 35 years. Deborah Swingley is the council's executive director.
Well, the council certainly isn't a new kid on the block. We've been around since 1971, actually, but at that point in time, we were housed in state government. 1971 also coincided with the passage of the first Developmental Disabilities Bill of Rights and Assistance Act by Congress. And we have probably been the best kept secret in Montana since that time. Well, the council composition is really prescribed by the federal law, but I think the most unique thing about the composition is that by law, 60% of our members have to be persons with disabilities or family members of persons with disabilities. So in a council the size of Montana, that accounts for 18 of the 25 members who come to our table are either persons with disabilities or their family members.
The heart of the council's work is accomplished through a process that identifies the most pressing needs facing people with developmental disabilities and addresses them through carefully designed projects funded over a 5-year period.
Our council works under an umbrella of a 5-year plan, just like any of us want to set goals. And our 5-year plan presently is from 2006 to 2011. And the areas of emphasis that we're looking at right now are transition, education, and quality assurance.
I helped advocate for a project helping Montana citizens with disabilities or who are unable to drive to vote get to the voting places.
Together we work as a team. And together we have a lot of power of who gets what money and how much money, and it's kind of a really good council to be on.
Yeah, right now I'm on the transportation board for MCDD, and we're trying to get a bus for our reservation for people with disabilities.
In alternating years, the council will go out across Montana and do a series of town hall meetings or public forums. We will go to communities large and small, asking each community what they like about the service delivery system and what they don't like about the service delivery system and what they'd like to see happen. The council then takes all that data back, determines which areas rise to the top, and we'll use that information as the basis to create our calls for investment to address the needs that were identified in the public forums.
Because the council has been careful to involve all the stakeholders in its planning process, including legislators, state and federal officials, family members, and the interested public, it's been extraordinarily successful at creating programs that actually work. Now, let's take a look at a few of those programs. Here at Carroll College in Helena, a diverse group of high school students from across Montana is gathering for My Life, a week of leadership training for kids with developmental disabilities. June Hermanson of the Montana Youth Leadership Forum organizes My Life each year. She says the experience helps these kids learn not just valuable leadership skills, but something more.
The Montana Youth Leadership Forum is a statewide program, and what we do is we recruit sophomores, juniors, and seniors from across the state of Montana. And youth are selected based upon their application packets, which include an essay on why they should be able to come. And then they have to secure 2 letters of recommendation, one from someone within the school system and one from someone in the community. And so we select a minimum of 20 youth from across the state, and we bring them into the site where we're having the forum. The Youth Leadership Forum provides an opportunity for youth to stay on a college campus, to experience cafeteria food, and to be able to meet youth with other disabilities from across the state. Oftentimes it's the first time a youth has been away from home, but because we provide all the accommodations an individual might need, it's a safe environment, which gives parents comfort, but it does provide some real life independent experiences.
I was a delegate in 2005. I did not want to come because, my disability is hard of hearing, and I didn't think that being hard of hearing was that much of a disability. And it is a disability when you think about it. And so throughout the week, I learned about, voc rehab and how to advocate for yourself. And I keep coming back. This is my 4th year at My Life because people don't understand why I keep coming back. It's because I want to teach other kids with disabilities that it's okay to be different. And, this is a place where we all are accepted because we all go through a rough time in high school.
I'm sorry.
From day one, students are immersed in activities that build their self-confidence and expand their skills. Kids who may have always been excluded from center stage find themselves cast in leading roles. Those who have not had a voice in issues that affect them learn how to speak truth to power. Here they practice testifying on legislation at the state capitol building.
I want to thank everybody here, staff and other delegates.
Before I came here, I just graduated and I thought, how am I going to live my life? I don't really know what to do. So My Life has helped me with that a lot. So now I have hope.
People here were amazing and are amazing, and I think that's what that's the way people should view each other.
If I could come back, I would. It's a great experience.
At My Life, it taught me how to become a leader and how to help others who have disabilities.
It has been awesome. I love it.
My Life shows how a program that brings young people with developmental disabilities together in a structured urban environment can empower them to return to their communities and make change. Now, let's look at another MCDD-sponsored program which works to bring people into an encounter with the natural world, an encounter that too often has been missing.
Well, Rim Country Land Institute is an organization that does actually education and research. We're really interested in looking at the disconnect that we feel is present in today's culture, the disconnect between humans and nature. And we're looking at ways that we can promote a connection, an experience of connection between humans and the natural systems, so that we can be more fully human, and together we can all move forward as species. Well, in our experience, I think MCDD has played a vital role. I think they really have an understanding of the real desires of people with developmental disabilities. I really think they've made an effort to listen to and hear what people themselves are saying, instead of getting caught up in what a lot of people think ought to be done with them.
Here at the Institute's land outside of Billings, David Cowan and Kelly Close help a group of people with developmental disabilities integrate their experience of the natural world into their lives through art and music.
It's a lot of fun. She did this for Halloween a few years ago. What we're doing is bringing art, voice, music to bear on an interpretive experience of the shortgrass prairie. We worked with 7 individuals about a month ago. We'll be working hopefully with 12, 13 today, so we'll have some newbies. And my focus is on helping these individuals see the connection between their bodies and the landscape around them. There's a circulatory system in nature, on the earth. We have that. There's skin and bones. There's a skeletal structure. We talk about rocks as a metaphor. Of course, we don't talk in that language, but as a metaphor for the skeletal structure in human beings and people. After they had left in the day, I looked at these pieces, and any professional contemporary artist would be just amazed at what we got.
Well, my role is really that of a vocalist and a movement therapist. That to get the participants to use their voices and to move and get those things connected so that they connect with themselves and then better connect with the land.
How small can you make your face? Scrunch it up like a little raisin or a prune.
What we've learned, well, I would say first of all, what we've learned about the participants is the joy that they feel when they have that experience where they can open up all of their senses, where they can smell the smells, see the sights, hear the sounds of the prairie, and appreciate that, and begin to address that with their own sense of wonder. That's been a great outcome. The greatest outcome for us has been learning from them about how people really learn in an atmosphere like this.
It's nice out here. We did math.
I like the animals, the trees. It's very quiet out here.
The beauty that surrounds us and make life worth living, and the wild animals, as long as I don't get in their way.
I like to see the animals that you don't see in the city.
I like to walk, and I like the animals, and I like to walk in the wind.
I like to see the prairie dogs.
MCDD's partnership with the Rim Country Land Institute is designed to enrich the lives of people whose disabilities may otherwise prevent them from connecting with the beauty and abundance of Montana's amazing landscapes. The current 5-year plan offers a variety of other programs to help people live more independent and fulfilling lives. These include providing rides to vote and other kinds of assisted transportation. Today, we've seen just a few of the programs that are helping people with developmental disabilities and their families to live fuller, more self-sufficient lives. To find out more about the Council's programs or to participate in the process, visit MCDD's website or call Deborah Swingley toll-free at 866-443-4332.
The Council welcomes everyone to come and be a part of the Council. Certainly, if you're just interested, come and visit a meeting. Our meetings are all publicized. We have a year calendar that we make in advance. You may want to share some public input. At 2 meetings, we do have the public come and provide input for us at the meeting. Or you might want to think about joining the Council. It's a wonderful opportunity. We have an application process. The governor, whoever that may be, does make the appointments to the Council. But your voice is important, and if we're going to make a change for people with disabilities and their families in Montana, we need all those voices at the table, and we would welcome your participation.
by people with developmental disabilities and for people with developmental disabilities, and their families, of course. It's a formula that's been working in Montana for the past 35 years. For this significant, yet too often overlooked group of our fellow citizens, the Montana Council on Developmental Disabilities has truly proven to be an agent for change. I'm Sandra Hare.
I think one of the beautiful things about the council is that we all are so committed to a common mission that although we may come to the table from very diverse backgrounds, the synergy of the council is one of the most unique things I think I've seen. There's a true pulling together for the greater good of everyone.